Embark. Welcome all back into KCD 2. To praise the good boy. Let me praise you.
Come here.
There we go. And after finishing off the Brushes with Death DLC, we're going to be heading on into the Legacy of the Forge. So, I am guessing today is going to be a lot of forging, no duh, and possibly spending money to rebuild the area. I don't know if I went to this mill. Way away. Let's try to travel there, I'll be a bit faster. Nope, the Vic. Okay, I think this is new. There was a third one, but he ran off. Did it actually run off properly? Also, I think this is Red Riding Hood. Because she's wearing red and she was attacked by wolves, so I'm getting that sort of impression from it. I've not had a reference in a while. I think my nourishment isn't high enough for any of those. I've got a lot of bane, so I might have attacked the place recently.
Mother of God, that was terrifying. If it wasn't for you, they'd have torn me to pieces. Thank you, lad.
Don't seem that much older.
It was nothing, really. The main thing is you're safe and sound.
Nothing, you say? No, no. I have to repay you for your bravery. Here, for you, so that you don't forget me. And thank you again.
Can't decline it, even though I have max. Yeah, 40 washing, that's fine. I'd say maybe it is just a random roll for the color of her robe. It could easily be a Red Riding reference. It could also just easily be a random generation for what she wears. It's like I need to sort out Henry's inventory again, because I don't have a lot of capacity spare. Yeah, this might actually put me over. Oh, no, I'm still fine. Well, I'm rather close to the mill now, so I might... Well, is it a mill? Is it Rapstein Mill?
Whoa.
I see a light, but it might just be their camp or their firefly. Well, I need to lockpick this. I don't remember if I opened it last time I was here. Let's make use of our kits, because I'm probably not going to be able to, not going to need to use them too much when I'm doing. Let's see. Oh, need some more armor kits. Going for all of my kits now. I guess that'll be what I buy up with this money I'm going to be collecting. I don't know if they ever told me what that meant, so let's have a look-see. Confetti or Dio Omnipotenti. Omnipotent. I confess to Almighty God. Interessant. Wonder what they were confessing. Huh. The bloody knife actually has a weight to it. I'll put that away. All these things are so expensive. I think. If they have reset their potions, I'm gonna have to some stuff there. Let's go. £4 right there. It's just a lot of combined weight that bring me down. Oh no, they are still dead. Feels like they reset their inventories though. And that's locked again. If you ever want money, there's a shit ton of money there in armor. Yeah, it's empty. So the question is, can you attack Rat? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, it seems like they're in the mid-stage of respawning or something, because I would have taken their money. Their corpse is still there. Yeah. I think I just came here between their respawn stages. Which is curious that can happen. They respawn that stuff before anything else. Alrighty. We'll head back into Gutenberg and sort out this inventory mess. I think that's the best place for getting clean. Wow, our movement's sped up. I wonder if it is due to the distance, or if... I don't think there's been an update recently, so... Maybe similar to when you do the weighting. The more of the gauge you use, the faster it goes through, because it's all meant to take a set amount of time.
Easy, good horse.
Easy good. Good morning, Arco. You up late? Or up early? Was that fast traveling? You might be a bit behind, but yes. On the map as it goes through. Let's see. Yep, still only 20. Still, 22 is kind of high for the soap, but it'll take a while to actually use them. Guys, oh no, looks like some of the shops are open at least.
A wonderful day
think I will still sleep for an hour or two for the bed save, as well as healing and just making sure everything else is open. Is there a marker on here? And I have remembered I need to put my dagger away. Is this mine? That it is. Alright, so Madman Sword. I don't really think it should be stolen, but sure. The dagger's not there. I guess if I can't sell those, I'll put those away. Probably sell those freshwater pearls. Quest? Huh. I just can't put that dagger away. It? Ah. Weird. Pretty sure I've done the quest for that. Not gonna matter too much for the energy, I don't think, so I'll just put in 2 hours. If anything, the DLC might reset my status. You just got a lot of delay there, Arco? Or you're just not responding to what I said? Stuff. That dice. Ah, I still have his chisel. I guess he doesn't want to be in that line of work anymore. Have it.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Rumors my off. Welcome. I'll be right with you.
No, you're with me now.
Greetings.
What do you have?
Give me your kits. Don't need that. Just the thing again, ready to go up and down. Those. Apparently my torch has blood on it. I don't know how.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
The Lord be with. What do you?
All the way down to the kits. I won't need that many, but some. I don't think I'm going to need to have to buy up any of this craft material for the DLC, but we'll see when we get to it.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
don't know if I have much in the way of clothes to sell off.
Whoa.
Oh, they're sleeping. Go to our other general store buddy. And that'll probably be enough weight for whatever the DLC has us doing, because we might need to be holding on to a lot of crafting material.
Oh, whoa.
I could tell the painter that I buried at the skull.
What do you have?
Have that chalice. Wow. Even then, can't do all that, but I don't need to do stuff that I'm not wearing, to be honest. It's gonna be a while for Arco to hear me, I think, 'cause I think he has delay. But if you have, I think FFZ, but BTTV for the extensions for all of the emotes have choices for showing the delay underneath the player and whatnot. Morning, Bronf. You should know you've been here for most of my KCD playthroughs. Arrow headband. What? Hits, but I think that's all the kits I need. I think you were here at the end of the last stream where we finished off the Brushes with Death DLC. I'm just about to start the Legacy of the Forge DLC. I'm just sorting out my inventory. Because since it has to do with crafting, I'm going to have to be holding on to a lot of materials. At least I'm guessing I'm going to have to. Do you have, no tailor kits? Alright, inventory should be fine now. Yeah, I've got about 100, whatever units this is, of weight to spare. Gotta wait for some of my armor to stop being stolen. But let's have a chat with Voiter, whose name is actually starting with a R. No, not R. I can't remember what his name starts with now. Oh, hey, Kenton.
I took the skull you gave me and returned it where it belongs. Voiter can rest in peace now.
So you understood what I was trying to tell you. Excellent. Thank you again, my friend. You saved 2 Voiters from eternal damnation.
And we will never know his name. Unless his name is in the file somewhere, so let's have a look-see. What is Voiter's real name? The painter's real name is Romulus. Like Star Trek. Based off the Roman legend of the brothers Romulus and Remus. Starts with an R. Goes on he nursed by a wolf and depicted by a wolf statue. Makes sense for him being attacked by wolves, I guess. Whereas the god that the painter prayed to has a wolf form. Mars, the Roman god, is represented by a symbol of spear and shield, which today signifies male gender, which is RVL, free boys. Alright. His skull is painted with a head wreath, while Romans historically wore them. He's a liar. Libor rhymes with Tiber, does it? It's the same with the river that Romulus and Remus are placed into, including the River Pearl. Theory ruined. Though he's had an edit, theory ruined. Apparently, in the final scene, Voita's skull could be heard saying "Richard Vrahu," which translates as "Richard, you killer" in Czech. At least we noticed some parallel themes. Well, he went so far. Did somebody give him... Yeah, there's a video. Is it when he's painting? Is it all the whispers? That's like... You've got to pain your ears to try and hear that word. I wonder if you put on subtitles, I think it would say it though. I mean, Richard was one of my theories, to be the second Richard in the game. Alright, so he's either Romulus or Richard. Probably Richard if you've got keen hearing into that last cutscene.
What are you whistling for?
My horse. Alrighty. Double check, but yeah, that's tournament, and that's the normal stuff over there. That's redemption. Yep, no new quests. Alright, we'll head on over. And we'll start this Legacy of the Forge DLC. Also, I don't think I ever found this thing underground that's meant to be like a smuggler's den, but it might have just been to do with the whole insurrectionist group. I might give one final glance into the hole, just in case they've been lying to me the whole time and actually do have new quests. I'm half tempted to kill the thieves, so that their quests just leave my map the same with the redemption fella. I wish they had different symbols.
You owe me for the 100th time. Don't fuck with me, you whore son. I don't have a grosh into mine. Greetings. It was good to see
That's just arena. I haven't speak to Chen yet.
What's that? I'd like
That's Savage for a fight. Yep.
I'll be with you. What was
Somebody's lying here.
What?
I'm pretty sure this is the big dumb fella, Goliath, I think. Indeed. Yep, they all just want to have a scrap, so don't care about them.
What's that
I'll
noise?
be done with you in a flash.
Don't hit him!
No, you don't.
Only 6 now. I need 30 for the pointless buff. They might take my clothes off.
Hey!
They have a good time.
Come on then!
is a big bunch of nettle.
You should have fucking stayed
There we go.
out then.
Alright, so last time we
Welcome here.
got a bit too close to this, Henry did mention he had a faint memory of the place. So let's have a save, because he might say it again. 15, that'll be fine. Christ, that quality's gone down. I think I picked that up a chest. I don't think I'm gonna need to wear a helmet, so let's take it off. You can see Henry's lovely hair, his lovely face.
This place seems familiar.
You have to hold Alt to start it. I guess it's so you don't accidentally press it. Let's begin.
This place seems familiar.
He's shrinking.
Henry, look. I spent the happiest years of my life in this forge. It's such a shame to see the old place just left like that to... Henry! Stop that. Come on, we still have to go to the market.
Looking for something, lad?
The name's Henry. Henry Skywalker.
I was just...
You won't find nothing here no more. Best move along.
Forgive me. It's just that... I remember this forge from my childhood. When I was a boy, my pa, Martin, brought me here.
Wait, Martin? My husband had an apprentice called Martin. That was your pa?
Was this where Henry was born? No, Henry, I think, was born in either Skalitz or Radzig. Not Radzig. The city that's near Skalitz. I can't remember what it's called. Because we are the son of Bobby there, but I think we were born to... I don't remember what they said, if it was a maid or what, because we are a bastard. This would be where our brother Sam was born. Not in that forge, but just in Kuttenberg in general. I'm surprised we were brought to Kuttenberg as a kid, and Martin never saw his old wife again. So I suppose they outcast him from the Jewish district.
He was my stepfather, but he raised me as his own.
That doesn't surprise me. Even as a lad, I could tell his heart was in the right place. How's he doing?
Dead.
Unfortunately, he died.
I'm sorry to hear that. My God. Martin's adult son? Time really does fly.
He told me back then he spent the best years of his life here.
Aye, aye. Those were good times. True enough. What's your name, lad?
Henry.
I'm Magdalene. It's a pleasure, Henry. Care to come inside for a chat? I've a fresh pot of soup on the stove if you're hungry.
I feel quite hungry!
I can't refuse an offer like that.
Glad to hear it. Come with me, then. I'm glad you like it.
Just like Ma used to make.
Back when your pa used to apprentice here, my Skodder's forge was the finest in Kuttenberg. Only then out of the blue he fell ill and I lost him. Everything's been downhill since then. His apprentices left and the blacksmith's guild couldn't decide who to assign the forge to. Before they could make a decision, the forge's attic burnt down. I was visiting my sister in Visokar at the time. She's with the Lord now too, poor thing. I was left here all alone, on jointure. This room is the only one that stayed unscathed for the most part.
Did Martin really not want to take over his own forge?
He was just a lad at the time, and taking over a forge is no easy feat. The guild has its own rules and who to assign it to.
How did your husband get ill?
Out of the blue. He started coughing, got weak,
COVID.
then lay down, and never got up again. It wasn't the plague, but something nasty nonetheless.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What can you do? Such is life, lad.
How did the forge's attic burn down?
How do you think? Someone set it ablaze. Hard to say if it was just some brats or those good-for-nothings from the hole. That's the watering hole next door. But it doesn't matter now. They never caught anyone. All that came of it is that nobody's wanted the forge for 20 years. But look at me rambling on. I'm sure you're not interested in the rantings of some old crone.
I am interested.
It's kind of you to say that. I keep trying to explain to the guild that it's not a lost cause. We just need someone who will bring this place back up. But it's like talking to a stone wall year after year. The guildmasters are too worried about their own business to listen to me. But I'm convinced if we were to find a talented blacksmith, the workshop could be as beautiful as a chapel, like when my old Skoda used to run it.
I could be that blacksmith.
You're a blacksmith? Like your pa? Christ, of course you are. I should have known. It only makes sense after all.
I can get my hands on some coin.
More?
And you're right. Such a famous forge shouldn't be left to fall by the wayside.
If you were to take it over, that would be wonderful. Only you'll have to talk to the guild about it first. They make the rules. I reckon Master Bushek the Elder has the most common sense when it comes to this place. He might be able to help. He has an armourer's workshop in the town hall quarter. Hopefully he'll hear you out. But be warned, from what I know, the guild is careful not to let anyone that isn't from a blacksmithing family into their ranks. So don't mention Martin wasn't your birth father. It would only hurt your chances.
Thanks for the tip. I won't say a word. Thanks for the soup.
Good luck to you, Henry.
Soup. Debt. He should know me by reputation. Got herself a kiln? I don't know what that is. I don't see a hole for it. I would assume that's a kiln with an outside hole. Got some milk. Got some cheese. She's got a nice bit of dairy in her diet. I think that's where that connects to. So I think that might be a... Would it just be an oven or a bakery oven? They got their own well. Well. With a dog's head that's biting into a boat. Is this meant to be a bath? That seems like the kind of thing they would have to hold all of their brushes and whatnot to clean themselves. If we've got an indoor bath, that would be nice. Beautiful soup, so rich, so green. Waiting in a heart tureen, who for such dainties would not stoop. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. You're right. I've gone crazy, have you? I haven't opened this. You can look inside. It's a mess. There's rats! This be storage or is that the anvil area? They used to have a tree. They would have a chicken coop. Why do they have a chicken coop? They use eggs instead of the liquids? I can't go up there, but that's probably going to be my room. Yep, they got their own well. Pretty nice they have their own well as a blacksmith, because they're going to need a lot of water. Like they had maybe bees? And a place to lie down under the tree. Another coop of some sort. A flower garden? This place has got tons of shit. And shit. Either a place for the servants or a stable. Then another coop, I think. This is a big-ass area for a forge, so it feels like they had a lot more business going on, because they got herbs, they got chickens, possibly stables. I guess they would make horseshoes for horses brought over here. Beeswax is useful for smiths, fair enough. This is a very good setup for him. It'd be annoying to get a horse through here, though. Where we poppin'? Mary Poppins. Ah. Next to our second inn, just past the general trader.
Just drop it, will you? Gossiping about it won't...
Whoa!
You think I'll blurt down the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out.
This fella that I've already sold some stuff to before.
I'll be right with you. What do you need, my... I'll have a look.
Have a look, see at our relationship. Yeah, it's 100. And I've already taken his money, so yeah, I'd definitely trade with him.
Master Bushek?
Aye?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm interested in Master Skoda's old burnt-down forge. I spoke to his widow, Magdalena, about it.
For Christ's sake. She didn't pull you in off the street, did she? The mad old crone?
Well, more or less.
Old age must be sad. All I can tell you about the forge is the same thing I tell Magdalena when she bothers me about it. Even getting the building back into its original state would mean pouring a fortune into it.
I have a
I'll take
fortune.
care of the money.
Aye, but only a member of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild can work the trade around here. And you're not a member.
Could I join the guild?
It's not that simple. The guild is a private society made up of Kuttenberg burghers, and the other masters aren't too trusting when it comes to outsiders. So I reckon they won't be too keen on the idea.
If you see my reputation, it's 100.
How could I convince them?
That's hard to say. But maybe you'll make a good impression. But first, you'll be required to meet 3 conditions.
Which are?
First, you have to come from a respectable family. Second, you have to have blacksmithing experience. And third, you'll have to compete the guild's trial. Tell me, blacksmith, what sort of family do you come from? And what's your work experience?
Not only do I come from a respectable family, but a blacksmith's family too. You probably knew my father.
Oh? Where would I know him from?
From here. His name was Martin, and he used to be old Skoda's apprentice.
Wait, Martin? Your pa is Frisky Martin?
Frisky?
Aye, of course, Frisky. We used to call him that because, well, that doesn't matter. How's he doing these days?
I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He was killed during the raid on Skalitz.
Christ. I'm very sorry to hear that. When I knew him, he seemed like a good bloke. and quite a talented swordsmith. Some of the masters were good friends of his. They were the same age at that time. To tell you the truth, that will likely affect your chances as a contender. As Frisky's son, you'll have a great opportunity to make an impression. So you'd better make the most of it.
Is Radovan famous? I can't remember who Radovan is. I'm thinking that's the guy we worked with to get into the wedding, but I just don't remember.
As far as experience, I worked for Master Radovan of Takov. I'm sure he'd be happy to confirm it.
Takov? Takov? I don't even know where that is, to tell you the truth.
The finest forge in the Trotsky region. Lord von Berghoff himself had his sword forged there.
Von Berghoff, the royal chamberlain? Can you prove you're not making it up?
Should I go and get a letter of recommendation from him?
No need. I'll trust you. But if the other masters happen to ask, be ready for anything. It seems answering questions about your family and experience won't give you trouble. Now for the most important part. Are you ready for the guild trial?
What does the guild trial involve?
The guild trial consists of a verbal exam and a practical exam. First, you'll have to answer a few tricky questions from my colleagues. And after that, you'll forge a sword to the best of your abilities right before their eyes. Of course, the trial comes at a small fee for each try. Well then,
You can retry it.
do
Lovely.
you feel up to it?
What does the verbal exam entail?
In short, all the basics every good blacksmith should know. Can you read, at least a little?
I can. Quite well, in fact.
Glad to hear it. Everything you need to know is neatly laid out in this handbook on blacksmithing. And for a small fee, I'd be happy to sell it to you.
I'm interested in the handbook.
Here it is. You won't regret it.
I guess let's have a read over that.
Not ready for it yet.
Then go and brush up. And no slacking.
Let's read it outside. We'll have some sunlight. Alright. Take some notes, everyone. Gonna be the exam. On the blacksmith's craft, also called the black art. How could you?
Did you hear about what the bailiff's planning? No.
Svarog?
Well, nor do I, but this is important. I'm not interested. But this is about money. What? Go on, then. He wants to fleece us again. Damn it, that's just what we need. Exactly. We'll have to talk to the others this evening and decide what to do. It can't go on like this.
See you next time. Take care.
Of course. Safe travels.
Allow the city authorities to strengthen our defenses and protect you and your neighbors from knaves and fraudsters. The tax will apply to all those who make and sell.
Why is everyone speaking? I'm trying to read here.
My shoulder's feeling a lot better.
Herbal brew? I didn't send you any herbal brew.
Yes, you did. We talked about
This is kind of just telling you how forging works, similar to how... I'm gonna guess that is Radovan, the guy we worked with, as he said. It was in Takov.
I mean, I feel...
You didn't try drinking it, did you?
So I suppose if you remember what... oh, that's it? Okay. What Radovan told you, you don't really need the book.
Don't want to be burnt at the stake for poisoning because of you.
I'm ready. Ask me everything. Just don't ask about my day.
About the...
Yes?
I'm ready.
Great. But I'm afraid we're not. It will take some time to get things ready. We'll meet tomorrow at noon below the astronomical clock on the square. I'll take you to the Guild Forge, where the trial will take place. And one more thing. If you'd like, you can wait for the trial here. Just say the word. But first, I reckon you should take a look in that handbook.
I did.
Why was Magdalena bothering you about the smithy?
She's used to sticking her nose into everything. Even guild matters that aren't her concern. Old Skoda, may the Lord grant him eternal rest, always tolerated it. She probably doesn't want to live out her years in her ruin. And I understand that. On the other hand, it was her choice. We offered her a cottage elsewhere, but she wouldn't hear of it. Said that was her home.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Master Bushek.
I'm not that interesting. Not much worth telling, really. They call me Bushek the Elder, because my son's taken up the armourer's trade as well. Though he's moved to Prague now. I've been in the guild nearly 30 years. I've seen it rise and falter, and constant feuds between the masters. If I've learned anything in that time, it's that there's an answer to every question and a cure for every pain. I try to live by that.
Why did they call Martin Frisky?
Truth be told, I don't know. Master Skoda came up with it, and it just stuck. He probably called him that because Martin was always hopping around full of ideas and never hesitated to act on them, whatever sort of ideas they may have been. We weren't terribly close, what with the age difference. But Martin had a bright future ahead of him. That much was clear to everyone in the guild. He could have become one of us one day. But for whatever reason, he chose another path.
What if Martin was one of us? Do, 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 do.
What exactly happened with the fire at Skoda's smithy?
That was a tangled affair. I still can't quite make sense of it. Fires can start on their own sometimes, from the weather and such. But it had been rainy for days. Widow Magdalena was out of town, staying with her sister, I think. So the place wasn't being watched, and no one saw anything. Naturally, the city watch looked into it as suspected arson. But they never found the culprit. I don't even remember anyone pointing fingers. In the end, it was written off as an unfortunate accident.
Seems like arson to me if it was raining. But then, if rain can't get inside, it can still burn on the interior.
I'd like to know more about old Skoda.
He was a true master, trained in the Empire and in Italy, and always sought to improve. He was known for his versatility. He forged swords, armour, even ornamental grills for buildings.
Grills?
Besides making top-quality work, he also handled relations between the guild and the town. They'd never been better. Sadly,
Top-notch swords.
he fell ill and passed away far too soon. We lost a great man.
Just think if Zelda was a grill.
I'd like to wait here for the trial.
Very well then. We have plenty of room.
You're waiting until the next day. That might just reset my trackers, to be honest.
Should we get going?
I believe it's high time. Don't even bother looking at that old clock of ours. It's been stuck for 30 years. It seems all the other masters are looking forward to what Frisky's son can do. You'd better make a good impression. Come now, the guild forge isn't far. We'll just pass through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? Are sparks a good sign while forging?
No.
They're a bad sign.
Not true. That was a trick question. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign.
Respects.
Whereas if you're heating the workpiece...
How dare you give me a trick question?
I have one more question for you. Why do blacksmiths whistle while they're hammering?
To keep rhythm.
Exactly. It's so they can keep rhythm. At least you got this one right. I reckon it wouldn't hurt to take another piece.
How dare you? I shall fail no challenge here. I have the power of time travel. Stupid he has, he gave me a trick question. I mean, technically, it's correct. What he said is exactly as it is. The more sparks when you hit it is more of a quality thing. You don't want it sparking in the fire.
About
Yes? We'll meet. And but first...
why would
She's old sheep on the...
tell me
I'm they call. I've been five. I try.
why did
Truth be whatever. We weren't that much.
what exactly?
First, we don't. I do.
I'd like
He was beside had.
learning the mistake before going for all of that again. We've got plenty, because I'm always buying them up when I see them.
I'd like...
Should we get...
I belong... Come now. The Guild's Forge isn't far. We just passed through the lower market and we're there. Did you get a chance to study the handbook?
Of course.
Mind if I test your knowledge a bit along the way? Are sparks a good sign while forging?
That's a trick question. It depends.
Excellent.
Christ!
You didn't let me fool you. If sparks fly while you're hammering, it's a good sign. Whereas if you're heating the workpiece, it's a bad one. I have one more question for you. What's the final step before a workpiece is finished?
It's the final step. Quenching, isn't it? Because you heat it and then you quench it. You don't... Prayer?
Quenching, of course.
Excellent. A workpiece has to be quenched and cooled for it to become hardened. Wonderful. It seems you really did prepare. I reckon the others have a lot to look forward to. A good blacksmith should never stop learning. That too is important to our guild. I have a number of designs of my armor smithy that I collected on my travels throughout the kingdom.
So do I.
Quite a unique collection. And the best part is, I'm happy to share it with others. Stop by any time. Learn to make something new. Your customers...
I mean, if it's in his inventory, I've already learned them all.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But I can't make armor. Unless, as I said earlier, if they're going to add new things, if they're going to give us armor crafting. Hey, I can actually save whilst I'm walking. Sometimes these quests don't let you do that. Don't get me started, Bromp. You better not be having burgers for dinner, otherwise you're going to tempt me with them. I don't have any. I think I've been out back here before, looking for that sharpening wheel.
Well then, are you ready for the trial?
Look at all these people. Offered austere, horse abroad. Don't recognize the other three. Oh, there's more people behind me.
We can begin.
Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmiths Guild. Let me introduce the newest adept of the Master's Trial, Henry of Skalitz.
So, this is old Frisky's lad. I can hardly believe it.
Aber I do not see much of a resemblance.
Vielleicht ein wenig.
I do not see it.
Aye, aye, Frisky here, Frisky there. All that talk about not taking in outsiders, and now you've gone and flipped it all around.
Martin was a good bloke and an excellent swordsmith. If Henry here is anything like him, he'd be a welcome addition to the guild.
Genau, genau.
Look, I didn't know this Frisky fella of yours. I'm more interested to see what the lad can do than who his pa was.
We'll see what he can do shortly. Just to be clear, let me repeat what the trial entails. In the first part, the verbal examination, he will receive 3 questions. He must answer all 3 of them correctly in order to pass. If he makes a single mistake, this part of the exam is considered failed, and he won't get a chance to correct himself.
Like a pay
After
again.
the verbal examination comes the practical one, where our adept skills will be tested.
And if he is successful, he'll become one of us.
One of us.
Begin with
One
the first
of
part
us.
the trial. Who would like to ask Henry the first question?
Say, Heinrich, how can you tell you have made progress on your workpiece?
How dare you give me a timer? How can you tell? It's the shape, is it not? Annoyingly, I can't see the options. By the time it takes by sparks, by shape.
By the shape.
That's correct.
Correct.
Let's move on to the second.
Tell me, mein Anhänger, What is the Farbe of a correct heated workpiece?
The color. The color is like straw yellow, but they also said white. Is straw yellow an option there? Straw yellow.
Straw yellow.
That's right.
Wunderbar.
Last question.
How about... Why do blacksmiths whistle while they work?
Rhythm.
To keep rhythm.
Correct.
At least that.
You answered all three questions.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same
correctly.
things that we learnt
Now,
from
just to complete the practical
Radovan.
exam, Henry, your task will be to forge a guild sword right in front of our eyes. Here's the design for it, as well as the materials. I'm sure you know what to do with them.
Viel Glück. Let's see what you can do, young Frisky.
Let's see, then.
Alright, I think I don't need to read what they just gave me. That'd be part of books. Morning, Lumi? Yep, we're just making one. Alright. Is it a longsword? That it is. Blacksmith's Guild longsword, so it's not the Guild longsword. That's slightly different. Again, everything seems to be like longsword related for quest wise. So I say that I think that they kind of push you towards using a longsword. Because all of this is not story related. There's this one where we got from that. We got kind of the design idea from the sarcophagus. This was to replicate the guy's sword in the army camp. But the rest of this is just stuff I've learned just because. I don't think competition sword is for anything, that's just a recipe. Whereas there's the Blacksmith Guild longsword, the Executioner sword for the quests, the Guild longsword, the Reforged sword, the other Reforged sword, the sword for the first DLC, and I can't remember which hermit that is. Ambrose. Pass. I've made so many swords. Now the question is, can this become Martin quality?
Let's see, then.
All eyes are on me, eh? Better get to dancing. Pretty sure my craft is maxed. Oh, Blacksmith Prestige, that's gonna go up soon, I guess. Skills, yeah, craftsmanship's maxed. Can't really go over that. Like, some of these can go to 32, that's about it. Potion seller, acquire your strongest potions. This is a weirdly designed forge. It doesn't even have like a chimney thing to it all.
Just like Martin.
Nothing special so far.
Komm schön.
Stärker.
What's next?
Take a look at that.
Feels like it's almost done.
Now, just to not mess it up.
All finished.
That was very quick. I think that should be Martin quality. I don't think I had any mistakes there. All of my hits had sparks. Maybe one didn't have enough, but that should be Martin quality. If it's not, it's a scam.
Let's see then.
Hey, Martin quality. Nobody can bemoan my skill.
All done.
Let's see what you made. My! I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Fantastic work, Henry. This sword is a piece of art. I'm glad you didn't disappoint. Honored friends, masters of the Blacksmith's Guild, Henry of Skalitz has successfully completed the trial. Let us head for the guild hall for the acceptance ceremony.
You passed the trial and became a master blacksmith.
After successfully fulfilling all requirements, I'm proud to announce our guild has grown by a new member. Approach Henry of Skalitz.
Henry of Skalitz.
Kneel.
I think we're inside the bench just then.
Swear for the first time on your honor and by God Almighty that you will defend the interests of the Blacksmiths Guild of Kuttenberg.
I swear.
Swear for the second time that you will protect all secrets entrusted to you by the guild.
I swear.
And swear for the third time that you will always act honestly and God-fearingly to spread the esteem of our guild.
Wash your fingers.
I swear.
You're lying.
Now hang your guild sword next to those of the other masters. Now just the final step. Hang it up.
What if mine's gonna look the best? Hey, not bad. 2.5 grand. So, pretty much third that, so you only get like $1,000 for it. I'd even get to sharpen it. It's only got 56 sharpness. Could have been better. Not a terrible sword. It's just a lot worse than the best one because it's the best one. Oh, I think I tracked my last normal saving snap, so one more. Mine looks fancy, I guess.
Welcome to the guild, Henry. It's now up to you to say a few words.
Worthy masters. First of all, I have to say what a great honor this is for me. Becoming a member of such a prestigious guild in this great city is something I'd hardly have dreamt of just a few months ago.
I will be your leader.
My oaths and prove to you that I'm someone you can rely on.
We are glad to hear it. In any case, from this day forward,
Prestige.
Henry is to take over Skoda's forge and repair it. He therefore acquires the right to use it with one obligation, and that is the accommodation of the widow Magdalena. The guild grants her jointure after the death of her husband. That will be your responsibility now, Henry.
I'll keep her well.
Won't be for much longer anyway.
She's a kind woman. I'll be happy to help her.
We'll see about that, once she goes poking her nose into everything at the forge.
It sounds like you have
Get the feeling Matthias is the arsonist.
But like all hard work, the results will surely be worth it. The ceremony is now over.
Back to prestige shows you're standing in the guild and raising unlocks new equipment upgrades for your forge. Special guild commissions that appear on your map each day. Wow. Yeah, it feels like Matthias is the one who burnt down the forge because he wasn't allowed to have it for his own.
soon, my friend. We have to finish sorting out the shipments.
But we all use the same blueprint, so it makes sense they all look the same. Mine had... I swear mine had a different handle when I put it up there, wasn't it? It looked like it was coiled. Either that or it was tarnished because I wasn't allowed to sharpen it. Just a woman in here. Oh, I think I was in this place before. I was looking for, quest giver or something in here. Then I started looking for all of their stuff to see if there's anything good. Imagine the Blacksmith Guild sword was the best sword in the game, but you had to hang it up as a troll from the devs. That would be annoying. As I say, it's a fine sword, but I can craft better ones. Do we keep it? Yeah, we keep the recipe if we want to make another. Now more expensive for some reason. But the dueling longsword's better. Quite a few points. Execution sword I can't make again. Yeah, so really, the dueling sword's the only one that's better that isn't a one-time craft. So it looks to be like the second best repeatable. Well, it's not even. It might be repeatable. I don't know if I've ever seen a pair sword pommel. I would assume you can repeat it. So it's the second best repeatable sword. Because all these ones require a base sword to work off of.
Very well.
I was looking on the map to see if there was a blacksmith request. Is it not a quest thing? They might appear when we open up the forge or something. Curious if the reputation is just a standard thing or because I got a high quality thing.
Excuse me.
Welcome, Goodman.
That is the one I'd go into a lot of the time. You can see the burn marks from their torch. I'm curious as if this quest thing has respawned its stuff. Looks like a no. Oh no, it's this one. Search window. Ah, it respawned. Interessant. I wonder who's putting those books back in there.
My humble respect.
Was möchtest?
What's new?
Nicht viel. If you are looking...
I'll have a look at...
Give me those saves.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein, mein Freund.
Yes. Let's sell those 2 books I got. I don't know if I have any others.
Greetings.
Sure.
Nothing new from him to read. I'll keep that just because it's a unique book.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Didn't get dirty in the forge. I need to sort out these roads. curious as we can remake a new sign, because it has wood as the main part. I don't know if we have like the iron framing and hinges and whatnot. I was curious as to what this building is. Is that a part of the forge as well? Is that going to be a shop front for our stuff, or is it just part of the city's rebuilding effort? I'd say. But finally, it looks like they gave us a fast travel point here. Yeah. Would have been nice to have this earlier, because we needed to go to the hole for a few times. Good news, everyone! She's tending to the cock.
Good news. I gained the right to use the forge.
Wonderful. Finally, we can make some progress here.
It was rather easy, to be honest.
That once you see the mess inside, you'll turn on your heel and run.
I'll never run away again. From anyone or anything.
I see you have a sense of duty. I like that. Anyway, the house will have to be cleared out first before you can do anything else. The forge, as well as the floor above. Clear the rubble, put it in sacks, take it outside to the wagon, pick up the things laying around, sweep the floors. There's much to do.
I could hire some cleaners.
I'm afraid I won't be of much help. My back isn't what it used to be. One bad move and I'll stay hunched over like an old crone.
I'm sure I can manage.
I hope so. Looks like you have some strong hands and that you're not all thumbs. But first you'll have to get inside. The entrance from the street is blocked. A beam collapsed.
I'll figure it out.
Must be nice being rich, in some way. But it can't buy happiness, but it can buy stability and buy away the issues that make you sad. I swapped to this armor set just so I'd have to worry about my headpiece and whatnot. So it can buy happiness? Yes. In a roundabout way, it can buy happiness. It can't buy absolute happiness, but it can remove a lot of the issues that make you sad. So if I'm dressed like this, I won't keep hearing the metal sword over and over again. Metal sound, not sword. My sword is not poisoned. Is this also a faster set 30? Yeah, we're faster by 3. I don't know what that means in terms of actual speed, but faster. Also put in the heals just in case get into a scrap. The rest of this, I don't think it's really put anything else. Already got a spade, don't need another. You are clearing the barrier. It's a side room. You think up to a point it can make you happy because you are safe. But at the point where you have enough to survive without having to worry, you do think money adds a little. Like going from 100 million to 110 million? Yeah. I would even think like 1 million on its own. Like enough money to not have to work until you die. That's pretty much enough. You don't need excess. It's just going to be a case of what lifestyle you really want to have. Because if you have so much money, there comes to a point where people will take advantage of that money. You have to worry about who is actually a friend and who's just there for the chance of stuff.
kidding me?
Ooh, fascinating material. Give me those keys. Got some forging documents. Scrap. Iron. Steel. Oh, okay. You think having the ability to just do what you want without worrying about the cost of things would be pretty good? As I say, like a million, you're pretty fine. It also depends on your mentality. They say money changes people, but I don't think I'd ever have a need for mansions and yachts.
Whew.
What's the final thing that's meant to be on the floor I was picking up? Picked up 4, didn't I? Oh, there we go.
Some of this is bound to come in handy.
Open the gate!
My lord, it's even worse than I thought in here.
Yeah, it's so bad that there's a force field blocking my exit. Also, they've not designed the doors properly. Because one, the board has disappeared, but okay, go around this side. The doors don't have proper hinges because the doors were inside this archway. Where these hinges are, you'd think they'd be on the outside. But yeah, they've put a force field here.
Oh, Christ, that's heavy.
She said we had a cart. That one down the road. I mean, it leads into it, but it's kind of annoying it's so far down here.
You silly buggy.
No? Where did we put these sacks? Oh, standing in the yard. Okay. That makes more sense, but there's a force field on that door, so we can't even go through quicker.
Lugging sacks really never gets old. Ah, come on.
Let's see if we can walk through here with a sack. Nope. The door's just broken. Great DLC there. So breaking the game? I didn't do anything. They just made the door wrong. We'll blame the arson.
sure look heavy.
Sweep the leg. What's that debuff we have? Reiki, just because I'm doing cleaning. Oh yeah, 100% dirt, that's why.
Looking better already.
Yeah, but think about this, Arco. If you had more money, you could have more complaints. People aren't playing the games you got for them. Even when they're playing the games you got for them. Why aren't I cleaning this front area?
I wonder what's in store for me here.
Barrel. Some logs.
This looks like it was an apprentice's room.
Now it's going to be my room. There's not a better room in here. Well, at least we can make new locks for this stuff, but I would not drink wine that's been in there for that long. Though I guess... How many years would it have been? 15? It's just very aged wine. Or just give your money away if it's over 5 million. Or just give it to family members, to be honest. Nothing to do in here. Here is. A sword? Weapon stub. Guess we can make a new sword out of that. Deer skin, that's probably got infested and eaten by
I reckon I can still use these materials.
worms and termites. I can't even open that chest. The state takes part of your lotto wins. They're not something they should be doing. Australia doesn't tax prize winnings. It's the same in the UK, pretty much. Anytime you win, like a gamble thing, basically like lottery and whatnot, it is taxed. There are some that have been doing it recently in like the past 2 or so years, where the people hosting the event pay the tax.
One sack after another.
So if you win $1 million, you're getting closer to like 800k. It's nice that we're so close to the area where we can clean ourselves. I'm curious as if the materials we're picking up is going to be for that sword stuff.
Stairs. I couldn't handle it.
And we're just going to reforge whether that sword was that somebody failed to make or broke or whatever. UK, everything you do is taxed pretty much. Yep. Your income is taxed. Whenever you buy something, it gets taxed. You're taxed if you want to watch TV. Machine?
It has Martin's mark on it. I'll have to ask Magdalena.
Was he making a sawmill? Because there's a saw there. Oh, that's our bed. Still looks like we've got more to do. Oh, now we can open this. Oh, it's just... Yes, there's the player chest. Fair enough. Need a new lick of paint on these walls. Or plaster. Don't know. Count that as. We have a gander at the recipe. Oh, clock tower. So he was working to fix the clock tower. I'll be right back, I'm a bit stinky.
Did you sleep in a barn or what? Well, I apologise for the stench. Sometimes I have to spend the night in the forest.
$55? Jeez! Just scrub deep for that dirt. Wouldn't surprise you've house tax every keystroke I do. Eh.
Henry, great work. My word, you really are a handy lad. And hardworking too. I like to see that. You see this, Skoda? Your forge is finally in good hands.
I found this. The mark Martin used to use is on it. Do you know what it could be?
Aye, that looks like one of the sketches for that grand project of theirs. They always met up in the evenings after work. All hush-hush, and over something so silly, no less.
Why did they meet up?
Because of the broken astronomical clock on the Rathaus Tower. Back then, the city officials decided they wanted it fixed, so they asked the masters of the guild to propose a solution. Your pa got all excited about it, then got my old Skoda involved, along with that other apprentice that was here. What was his name? Such a timid, quiet lad. Sakra. Oh, I can't recall, but I remember they did some work on it, but the city ended up changing its mind.
They blew it off?
Not at all. They brought in some Italians, all the way from Padua or whatever it's called. And how do you think that turned out?
They messed it up?
It was a terrible disgrace. The Italians ended up running off along with the money. There was no money left for the repairs, and there still isn't. So the clock is still broken. I remember when it still used to chime. But what can you do? Better to discuss what you want to do with this place.
Will they get paid in food? Do they take some of the food? Capital can be taxed somewhat, but I don't think foodstuffs would be. They might go down the route of leftovers go to food kitchens and for like places for the poor, because that would be counted as charity, and that's to become not tax deductible. It's to give you a lower barrier or a higher barrier for when you need to pay taxes. A lot of charity, I think it works for the US as well. If you pay into charity, you're given more leeway for how much money you're allowed to save. So you might donate 10k to charity, but instead of having to pay 90k in taxes, you only pay 50k in taxes. So really, you saved 30k by giving off 10k. They're not exact numbers, but that's kind of the idea around it.
I want to spruce this whole place up.
All right then. Come, I'll show you something. This was Skoda's table. He was always sketching something, planning repairs. He could stand here for hours. It was his favorite spot. And now it's yours.
It's an honor.
I think there's just one thing left to do. You have to put up a shop sign. So your customers know where to go, right? Have a look at the plans here.
Can I make my own sign, kind of like the shield painting? Have you fixed this door? No, you haven't. House building, chamber building, garden building. I guess we'll go for the chamber building. At the building table in your forge, you can buy furniture and carry out renovations to your house, chamber, and garden. Enough coin and blacksmith prestige. They need to know me enough so I can upgrade my place. Okay, so they have specific symbols, but they're all within a shield. Not a whole lot of things that have a shield, so that should be fine to see. I'm so close to 100 grand. No chandelier? Oh, we're living like a plebeian. Ah, I thought it'd be more expensive, only 100. Quite a lot of prestige. Got some fancy beds in here. Just get free colour choices. It looks like I can't do anything. Get a fancy chest. It doesn't do much. I would have said that table was better than this table besides the chairs. What? That looks so much better than that one. Huh? What do you mean? Oh wow, you can get bonuses to your character. Though since I'm doing this at the very end, this doesn't matter. Gradually repairs all clothing stored in the player chest except for combat gear and boots. That's fine, but it's not really going to be used. It repairs all cold weapons except shields. What do you mean cold weapons? All inconspicuous equipment parts and ranged weapons in the player chest. That's fine. Leather gear parts and shields. All cloth and leather parts of combat except boots. There's no ultra thing that it repairs everything. And this is just a design thing. % read quality to your room, and 10% bonus to blacksmith prestige gain. Wow, looks like the chandelier is the thing you want to get for first. 10% sleep quality and more prestige. But nothing. So I guess the house? Where's the roof? Can't fix the roof until people know me more. So this is just for a design, really. Kind of wish they gave you the option of the shield painting stuff where you could design each section. It gives you ample choices, I guess. That's more the price I was thinking. $2,000. Like the only thing we could do is the shop sign. Costs nothing. Hey, we got rank 2. Let's come out of this. It says talk to her. Now you can decorate your house and upstairs. You find your own room. Right. Here you go. The door is still broken. I'm gonna save and reload, see if they'll fix this broken door. Oh, it's just broken. That's annoying.
Good work, Henry. I didn't think I'd see this fire going ever again.
We'll get this place up and running again.
Now that you're officially open, why don't you forge something for me?
What do you need?
Nothing difficult. My old axe broke.
Ugh.
It served me for many years, even after he died. Only now it's all worn down and crooked, so it's not good for chopping.
Oh, we got a Henry emblem.
One in all those years. Someone from the guild would surely be happy to make you one. Probably for free.
I don't need their charity.
You need mine.
If you're even half as talented as your pa was, this should be child's play to you, no?
Of course. You can count on me.
And don't forget to sharpen it too. I can't chop with a dull axe.
I noticed your brooch. It's really lovely.
It's a nightingale. Shkoda made it for me for our first anniversary. I used to sing while I worked. And he'd always say, "My little nightingale."
It's a real masterwork.
It's mainly a keepsake now. Not much of his is left. Just that old axe. And an axe doesn't make the best love token.
Here in Switzerland, they put that on the tax form. You have a canteen because you could eat cheaper. You have to pay more taxes. What? That sounds stupid. But then we already have drawing a blank. But there's a VAT. VAT kind of already adjusts for lifestyle choice because it's like 20% of anything. So if you have like a £2 lunch, you're paying 40p tax. But if you're having a £10 lunch, you're paying £2 tax. So it kind of adjusts.
Tell me more about Shkoda.
What do you want to know?
How did he become a guild master?
Not long after our wedding, he passed the guild exam. He was even offered a choice of 2 forges. There were 2 vacant ones. One in town in the Merchant's Quarter, where young Matthias is now.
He wanted this one.
Everyone was surprised he chose this place. But we figured there'd be more space here. And we were right. People didn't mind walking outside the walls once they saw the big, fine smithy we built here. As our smithy prospered, Shkoda's influence grew, not just in the guild. He even talked about standing for a seat on the council. But he didn't live to see it.
How many journeymen did he train here?
Well, not all that many, to be honest. He started with some lad called Yaneba from Petch. But the boy couldn't take Shkoda's high standards and left. My husband was a strict man. I can't remember a single apprentice who stayed longer than 6 months. Your father was an exception. Him and the fly. The two of them stayed together here 2 whole years, right to the end. That says something about their skill. They were just fine smiths, and Skoda held them in high regard.
What happened after he died?
It's all a bit of a blur. I don't really remember that time too well. It all happened so quickly. He fell ill, took to bed, and 3 days later we were laying him out. Suddenly the smithy was full of people. The guildmasters arranged the funeral, the councillors came to offer condolences. The journeyman disappeared without a word. I went to my sister's for a time, and while I was away the roof caught fire. And the rest you know. I was left here all on my own.
Would you tell me something about Martin?
Gladly. What would you like to know?
What was Martin like when he was young?
He was a well-mannered boy. I didn't know him outside the forge, but by all accounts he was quite a rascal.
Getting in with the Jews.
He never missed a chance for mischief. He was always betting on something. Even tried it on with my Skoda. He eventually talked him into a wager. I don't even remember what for. That he'd leap the brook down on Bach. He took a long pole and said he'd vault right over. It seemed like a clever idea, but the pole snapped in two, and poor Martin plunged straight into the water. Skoda called him Frisky from that day on.
How was he at the trade?
Better than good. He wasn't a complete beginner when he came. He'd trained under another master first. I can't recall where from. I think he brought a few sketches with him, which he showed Skoda, and the two of them tried to work something out. He wanted to become a swordsmith, and it showed. He really cared about mastering the craft. He spent a lot of time at it. My husband praised him for being able to think for himself from the very beginning. And he didn't hand out praise lightly, let me tell you that.
How did you get along with Martin?
He was no trouble. Ate whatever I cooked, helped out now and then when it was needed. He was a bit like a son to me, really. Although he never wanted to talk about his family, where he was born, where he came from. No one could get it out of him.
Why did he end up leaving Kuttenberg when things were going so well for him here?
If only I knew. One day he was still here, comforting me, saying everything would be all right. And the next day, he was gone. Didn't even take his things. I asked after him at the guild, but no one wanted to say anything. I often wondered if he'd got himself into trouble somehow. But I never did find out what it might have been. And I doubt we ever will.
It was the whole issue with the Jewish lady. Still can't go for it. What are you growling at?
Come here.
Let's get all the level 2 things, I guess. Purchase complete. And it gives us prestige when we do it. I'm thinking it has that symbol whenever there's something new we can do. Yep. If you sleep in this bed first and then overdo it with drink. Oh, so we make a respawn point for being drunk. That one didn't give us prestige. Maybe did that. Some nice doors going. Anything in the garden? Yeah, so there is a well. I wonder for you to be able to use that well for anything, like washing our clothing, but normally you need a pond or something, because you don't want to do it with the drinking water or whatever. Heat up, we're gonna have a bath? That's for washing clothes. But yeah, that's where we can wash our clothes, so to go to that place down the road. We have a stone path. Ooh, no, kinda. Not an amazing path. It's everything we can do building-wise. And forge, though. Looks like it's more of the gear work for that. Yeah, there's the whole thing there. The watchtower. The clock tower. We'll find Scissorman there. Still can't get rid of all this stuff here, though. I guess that's another one of our upgrade things. So I'm going to guess this repairing of the axe is going to be a sort of tutorial for the forge quests. Axes. Sadly, it's not taking my materials out my chest. I wish that was an update with this, so I don't have to keep holding on to everything. Do have a light in here. I don't see how the back piece is not lit up at all. Apparently this has been updated a bit. Still annoying though. I can only do the bottom piece of the axe.
It's completely cold.
No, it's not. What do you mean it's cold? Do you aim when the hammer hits? You go up and down. You can't go, like, around the whole piece of metal. That's why the smaller pieces are shit to hammer. Because I have, like, a few centimeters of where I can actually hit on this thing. Well, now it's moved. Oh, now I can move on this one. I couldn't before. Normally it's like a one-axis thing. I can only go up and down, but now I can go all around on the axe head. I swear it didn't let me do that before.
That's it.
I didn't hear any complaints, so that should be Martin quality if it's allowed to be. Yeah, there we go. Still only worth like 60 groschen. At least we got a wheel on here, so to go too far. Added 6 groschen from 52. Homemade axe, improved years ago by blacksmith Skoda to better suit his wife Magdalena's needs. It's more durable than an ordinary axe.
Come here.
Is he wanting food or something? Don't have any food for you.
I have that axe you wanted.
Wonderful. Let's see. My word. This is really great work, Henry. Your customers will be tripping over each other to buy your products. Just be warned. People here in the city care more about the quality of work than in the countryside. If something is shoddy, they'll notice it right away. So, if you mess up a piece while forging and it ends up being low quality, it's best to just make a new one. All right?
All right.
Word will spread soon enough that locals don't have to go to the city to have something forged. And you'll have your first customers. Everyone around here knows me, so sometimes they might come to me with orders. I did the same for my husband back then. Does that work for you?
That works for me.
Glad to hear it.
She won't be able to take the orders forever.
Bother you.
Why would it? On the contrary, I'm glad. I'll help out around the house, and I'll be happy to help with this too. I don't get out much, so I have all the time in the world. Oh, and one more important thing. You can also sell pieces you forge on your own, without anyone ordering them. There's a storeroom past the left door under the archway on the street, where you'll find a chest you can put products in, and I'll do my best to sell them. Here's the key to the chest. I'll hold onto the money for the products for you, so feel free to ask any time.
Does it have to be things I make?
You've taken on quite the workload, Magdalena.
I don't mind. All the movement keeps me young. In the meantime, you can focus on getting in good with the guild.
What do you mean, get in good?
The guildmasters are an eclectic bunch. They all like different things. It would be best if you try to be on good terms with everyone. They'll appreciate you, and you'll forge all the more. For example, Boris of Brod loves nothing more than rolling dice. If you offer him a game at the guild hall, I'm sure he won't refuse.
And I'll beat him.
He used to be one of your pa's best friends. He might even tell you about some of their misadventures.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Oh, yes, you do. Don't lie to yourself. Take care, and have a pleasant...
Okay, prestige free. Get rid of Magdalena, any princess you may have granted. Take the items, sell them, and use them. Deals. Just says items, so I guess I could put anything in there. From your adventures and the forge. I don't care about the whole price of it, so that's fine. Do they care if it's stolen? They have a nap. It's feeding the cocks. Look at those fancy doors. Oh, this is still on the floor. I was going to repair this at some point. Hey, my room comes with smoked sausage. One of those respawn every day or not. Ooh, I could get a shield with his symbol on it. I might put up the unique swords. They all look the same, kind of different handles. They look like turds. A lot of them are just for a purpose. They're not meant to look fancy, sadly. I'll just go back to talking about Blade 2, Bannerlord, or Warband. Bannerlord? Warband? I can't remember the second one, where you could change most parts of your sword when you're crafting them.
How's trade?
Nothing sold yet. Good to be with
Bannerlord, thank you.
Is that today's special, or is it part of the decor?
Come on, rat. I want to buy shit. Are they not for work yet?
Greetings to you.
What's new?
Nothing. God be with you, sir.
But it's 9, so they should be up for work. Go for 9:30.
Someone's lying here.
It's filthy again. Good morning to...
I'll have a look.
Give me those saves. I mean, isn't she a fence? Does she care if it's stolen?
Why is this all sticky?
Why not?
Just a moment.
Any requests? Don't see any. I would assume they'd be in the city if there were. Might still be doing these other quests to begin. It also might just be a case you need to sleep several days or weeks. The DLC is pretty much as I was expecting it to be. Paying for upgrades to your place and forging stuff. This is where all the saved up money's gonna go. I was so close to having 100 grand as well.
God bless you, sir.
Maybe a punt. What do you want a boat for? So I don't drown in all this shit here. Last time it rained for a week straight. We were up to our knees in
I'm glad
Don't have much more to sell, to be honest.
You know what? Maybe I'll buy one too. We could start a ferry service.
Welcome. What are you?
Show me your...
know if I need to do anything with that weapon stub. I'll keep it just in case.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Fixing that. That must have been a superhuman task.
We'll do it soon.
Greetings, sir.
Wonder how much this fella's gonna put up for the betting. We're gonna get 300 off him.
Come and take your pick.
Oh, it's just him, straight up.
Ah, if it isn't our newest member, Henry. What brings you here?
Well, I was just passing by, so I thought I'd stop and greet you.
That's nice of you. How's the forge doing?
Pretty well. I'll clean things up. Soon it'll be good as new.
Well, best of luck to you, lad. Us guild masters have to support each other, you know? Work together, like friends.
By the way, Magdalena mentioned you like playing dice.
Aye, that's no secret. Anytime, any place. What about you? You like rolling bones?
I like Rolling Stones. Bannerlord 400k? Is that like Warhammer 40k?
Of course.
Glad to hear it. Fancy a game now? What game would you like to play?
Hey, he's got 300.
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
Take it, we're taking this upstairs. Yep.
Oh, Fortuna!
Hey, we both had defense.
Player win.
He cancelled my defense, but my defense cancelled your defense.
I hope you don't throw like that again.
I hope you change your voice actor again.
It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time.
But I do. Is this going to give me prestige?
Why did I even start playing? You must have a lucky...
Well played. You play a lot better than your pa did. Frisky always had rotten luck at dice.
Really?
Aye,
It did give him
he
prestige.
more than all right for himself in other areas. You know what they say, unlucky at dice. Now listen, I had an idea. When you play dice, you could spread our guild's good name.
What do you mean?
Players in Kuttenberg and beyond always appreciate it when someone like a guild master plays a fair game with them. It'll help our prestige as well as yours. And I speak from experience.
I think I play more dice then.
So you have something to play for, even with some more discerning opponents. Take this.
Thanks.
Is it a
And
special
one more
badge?
thing.
Yeah.
When me and the other masters had a good look at you during the ceremony, you seem like the type of fella that's been through a lot despite your age. Am I right?
You're right. I'm a bit of a warrior.
Is that so? I wouldn't have guessed. Just so you understand, us fellas at the guild are craftsmen, merchants. There are some troubles we can't solve without outside help. And now that we have someone like you, we might not have to go looking for it elsewhere.
What's this about?
A shipment of materials that got stuck somewhere on the way to Kuttenberg.
Ah,
One
let's
of
go do
our
fighting.
German masters, Klaus Eichner, wanted to discuss it with you. Go and see him. He can tell you more.
Wait a moment. I wanted to ask you about Martin. Did you know him well?
Of course I did. All the blacksmith's apprentices in the city knew each other. We were one big group, but it was different with Frisky. That was real friendship. The things I got up to with him and Fly. These days, nobody would believe me.
I hear he and Skoda tried to fix the astronomical clock.
Aye, Everyone wanted to back then. But Frisky and Fly said they'd made some progress. But they could have just been yanking my pizzle.
Well, I don't think Martin was the type of person to joke about things like that.
I suppose you're right. I reckon if he was still alive, he'd still be trying to fix it.
Who was Fly?
A fella called Stander. He used to apprentice with your pa at Skoda's Forge. Folks used to call him Fly because he was always calm, quiet, kind of like a fly on the wall. But when he got pissed off, he could really buzz, believe me.
He sounds like he'd be worth talking to.
Aye, only he left the burg, and God knows where he is now. Maybe one of the other masters will know more. Try asking them about him.
What did you get up to together?
Ha! Things that aren't polite to talk about, lad. Girls, taverns, all sorts of nonsense. Maybe I'll tell you sometime, once we get to know each other better.
Over
But anyway,
dice.
don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you at the forge.
But dice. Is he gonna reset or? Oh. Those dice are such a cheat. I don't know what you're talking about. My dice are completely well balanced. Statutes of the Blacksmith's Guild. So, is the dice gain for prestige going to be any dice game I play?
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for here, lad.
Who gonna reset? Nope. There we go. No more dice. That's right. Quite a few dice areas around it, but that's just the dice tables. Normally you only face like one person. Some places have 2 or 3. I like how there's so many symbols that's kind of going over each other. Still no quests popping up though. Hello, Sam. Still can't bonk that with my head. Things are progressing. Let's have a gander at this in it's proper time of day, so I should be able to play dice with them. Saves. Sell his badge, I don't need it. Tim Warwood's badge. Yeah, it's just a normal badge he gave me.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Greetings, my...
Would you like to...
What?
Empress.
Let's play...
Just have to see if I'll get prestige with this, because there's no choice to select for it.
My bones. Someone's throwing well.
You'll never suspect a thing. Even though I've took his money like a dozen times or something. Did not mean to press that.
That must hurt.
It ruined it! Oh, we gotta have bots in here.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Already had the feeling they were a bot when they said, "I like your gameplay." That's such a copy-pasted bot input. And then came out the Discord request.
Mother of God, what are you punishing me for?
Just says agility.
I won't get that one back.
Didn't say anything about my prestige.
Would you like to...
What game?
Nice.
Let's play. Come on then. Show
Yep.
us what you can do.
Darn clankers all around.
Playing for the first time.
At your service, sir.
I can trust you, Beep. I can certainly trust you. Bots aren't that stupid.
Kurva! Why do I even play?
Right, nothing popped up.
Bloody gone.
So I'm gonna consult the terminology if it is just any sort of dice game. Winning dice games against NPCs, especially those associated with the Blacksmith Guild, increases your prestige and unlocks up new quest and business opportunities. That's the AI overview, but I think that's it. Prestige in the DLC, daily quests, dice. Being specific for the dice. Henry's first dice game with Guild member happens early on. They're one of the quickest ways to earn prestige if you rather win. That fucking terrible website didn't tell me anything about the dice. That doesn't help. Okay. I think the DLC might be too early because it's only been out for a month or so, I think. Either that or just people just don't understand how the dice affects it. Might also be a case that I just need to do some more of these quests.
We'll see about that. To win the tournament. And I'm telling you, he doesn't stand a chance.
I will go to our old friend Voiter and get Henry's symbol painted on the shield, and we can put it up.
Can you paint us?
By all means. We'll get right to it.
Symbol. Category? Henry's emblem. That is Martin's emblem, but okay.
It turned out well.
I sell some potions to this alchemist because I got way too many. I'm not going to do much in the way of fighting.
What do you have?
You'll also have some saves. It's the strong variant. I'm particularly careful, but it doesn't matter.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the time.
Play some dice.
Greetings to you, Brother Smith.
Boris mentioned you wanted to discuss something with me.
And what is it he told you?
Not much, but I understand you're having some sort of business troubles.
Good, good. But before we speak, I have to ask you something. And please be honest. Is Martin the blacksmith really your father, junger Mann?
Why'd you ask? Don't you believe me?
Ich möchte dir trauen, but I have a good memory for faces. And to tell you the truth, you do not resemble your father much.
I resemble my mother, thank you very much.
Martin was the one who raised me and taught me the craft, but he wasn't my real father. You're right.
And you admit this freely, even while knowing the regulations forbid bastards from becoming members of the guild?
My father would vouch for me, were he still alive. He'd want me to carry on his legacy.
Well said. The wishes of the dead do indeed bear weight. Nevertheless, do not mention this to anyone else. Not everyone may be so understanding, and may wish ill upon you, Junge. Now please follow me. We can discuss the rest in private. Ach ja. It is always easier to think over a cup of wine.
Look at those chicken legs.
So bitter und so süß wie das Leben selbst.
Why did you...
Gott segne dich, Klaus. Oh, verzeih, I did not know you had a visitor.
Nichts passiert, mein Bruder. Allow me to introduce our newest member, Master Henry. Henry, this is my younger brother, Olbert, a royal official. He oversees the customs and guilds of Kuttenberg.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Ja, gleichfalls, Meister. Do not let me disturb you. We shall speak later, Klaus. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Freunde.
Good. Now you know my brother as well. He is a man of strong principles. The guilds do not have it easy with him.
Your brother is a nobleman. He looks highborn.
Nein, not at all. We have the same father. But I was the one to inherit his forge and place in the guild. Albert had to pave his own road. Everything he has achieved is thanks to his ability to deal with people.
So he's our ally. We can trust him.
That depends. He is an honest man, but he will not give us anything for free. Things used to be simpler with him. Nevertheless, while the world may change, problems stay the same. And you are the one I chose to help me deal with them, junger Mann.
I'll be happy to, if I'm able. What is this about, Master?
You may not know this, but it is my job to guarantee the guild can do its work without interruption, and that the goods get where they need to. Surely you know our work attracts all sorts of undesirables, right?
Thieves!
Did something go missing? Someone got robbed?
If only it was just one someone, junger Mann. And I'm afraid we will have to sort this out ourselves.
If something happened, why don't we turn to the bailiff?
Because things are more complicated than they seem, junger Mann. Look, this city may belong to the king, but it is controlled by rich foremen and trade guilds. While ours may be among the most influential, that is precisely what upsets many people and arouses envy.
So the bailiff wouldn't help us?
Natürlich hilft er. But the question is how long it would take and how much merchandise we would have left over.
What are you implying?
Only that there are many who would wish harm upon our guild. What's more, ever since the army arrived in the region, every dirty deed is blamed on deserters and Trabants.
Are you saying they're ambushing our wagons on purpose?
Sip, sip, sip.
Ja, genau. And it is getting harder and harder to save what we can. That is why I wanted to ask for your help, junger Mann.
be happy to help. Where should I go?
I see you are not afraid of anything, mein Freund.
Well, I don't mind getting my hands dirty when it's for a good cause.
Good, good. That is just what we need. A supply wagon on his way from Prague disappeared yesterday. It was likely attacked. It is some rotten luck. There was nothing particularly valuable, but the foreman had guild documents with him for transferring property.
Do you suspect someone?
Hard to say. I do not know yet. But those documents will cost us dearly unless we get them back. Assuming those blackguards have not already burned them.
So you think there's more of them?
Ja, das stimmt. I would guess they have a camp somewhere nearby.
I understand. I'll have a look around and try to find those documents.
Gut gemacht. Tell me, how do you plan on doing it?
I really can't go a diplomacy route.
I'll find those wretches and fill them with arrows before they even know what hit them.
Good. That sounds like a decent plan. Though it is still risky. I will give you some arrows as well as some weapon coating, but be careful. It is highly poisonous.
It tastes nice, thank you.
That'll come in handy.
Hey, you actually gave me some of my arrows.
You are looking for have a green seal with the guild symbol, and they were in a leather case originally. I doubt those blackguards know how to read, so perhaps you will get lucky and find them lying around or maybe in some crate or chest.
Is there anything else?
Nein, das ist alles. Get those documents back if you can, but remember, du solltest vorsichtig sein, junger Mann.
I go killing again.
My respects.
At least I'm fine to go behind their counters now. You're the one who opened it, buddy. Alright, since we're going into combat, let's go to the combat gear. She put on the helmet and whatnot. It's not terribly far away, actually. I really wish there was a faster report. It costs nothing. I just found it in the wild.
Go!
Could try and reach the 100k groschen marker, because it might be an achievement. It's also just a nice milestone outside of any sort of reward.
They attacked the guild's wagon and stole those documents around here. Master Iker wanted me to look for them.
Rocks. Roxas!
What's that you got?
I don't know if that's a trap or what. wonder if animals give much in the way of money. Probably gonna get more money off of the gear from the bandits. I apparently found it. Guessing it's in that direction. I kept the arrow in my bow on my back. I like my quiver though. It changed with the bow. Looks fancy. I wish you could paint that. The whole painting of shields feels very underdeveloped for the amount of things you could be painting. Because he painted a helmet for us, but we just couldn't choose anything else. I mean, they're just straight up bandits. Question is, how many?
Bandit camp. Just like I could have thought. I hope they haven't burnt those documents yet.
Show what you're made of. Oh, Christ. These cramps are horrible. What could have caused them? You fucker. What do you want? I'll beat you to a bloody pulp.
Get Master Stroke.
Jesus Christ! Do
Seems like my poison didn't affect them after a while. Might have just run off. Any good swords? Let's put it all into the chest now. I wonder if stuff sold from the sales chest helps our prestige, or if it's just going to be quests. Oh, it's a specific horse. It's not a bad horse. None of them had the key for the chest. sketch of plate sleeves. Oh, it's for my smiths, not me. Let's have a gander at these documents. Are they in quest? That they are. Can't read them. Only a few pieces of crafting materials, it looks like. Suppose that's everybody from this camp. Not much else space, so I guess I'll pick that up and then put it onto the chest for them to sell.
Look what I have for you.
Here, have some pro deer kidneys. Whilst I'm here, I can also cook the other stuff I just harvested. Because I think after cooking it, it removes the whole symbol for it being a poaching. Yeah. Thankfully, I can now just fast travel straight to my forge. Put it straight in there, and then I can go back myself to the other fella. There's not too many people I can sell this food to, but I can do the general trader in this direction as well. I should have probably extended there to go to the trader. Oh well. I think the sales chest can only take gear, not food. Oh god, that's a dreary day. I don't know why that's all shown as stolen. It shouldn't be. Let's sharpen stuff. I thought I heard somebody using the forge there.
That's one sharp blade.
I think the rest of their stuff was fine. Yeah. Mostly just be for the razor sharp, which I think might give a money bonus. What's the price difference dueling? It gives like 80 groschen. Is this fixed? Nope. You can put pretty much everything in here, besides the food. Time's it? It's still got time. What? I can't hear you!
It must have been a storm cloud.
Whoa, whoa. No, just an ordinary white one, but it had everything.
You gotta save that you. All this shit.
Your hair,
Thank you, and
eyes,
come again,
mouth.
sir.
It was the spitting. I don't have a
Nice and safe.
Yeah, I still get much money for the poaching. It's more just a case of it's easier money because there's no combat involved. Just gotta be good with your bow. My stream buffered for a second then.
Whoa, whoa. Willkommen.
Don't really have much more to sell. Anyone take the roe deer? Yeah.
Danke. Das war ein gutes
Gotta wait a bit for the hunted stuff to not be seen as hunted.
There's no place like it.
So I'm curious as if those forge quests are going to be repeatable daily things, as they say, the daily quests. We'll just keep killing bandit farms for trust in a forge.
I got lucky. I managed to get back those stolen guild documents.
So you found the scoundrels that did it?
Aye. I took back what they stole, then I took care of them.
Good. But like I said, it was a needless risk. You should have left that up to the bailiff. Now, show me the documents.
Here they are. These are the only ones I found with our seal.
Oh, mein Gott. Is this really all the documents?
Why? Is something missing?
Schwer zu sagen. But I think something else is behind this. It seems I will have to have a serious talk with the Bzhevnov abbot. But that is for me to worry about. You did your job perfectly, and the other masters will hear about it. You can be sure of that. By the way, I heard you're looking for a man called Standa, whom they called Fly?
Aye.
Strength, no prestige.
You know something about him.
I asked my contacts and found out he went to Horshan. Apparently he worked as a blacksmith in the mines. Why are you looking for him?
Boris told me Fly used to apprentice at Skoda's Forge with my pa. Maybe he has some stories to tell.
Ja, das ist möglich. I do not remember him much, but it has been a long time.
That it has. We'll see what he remembers. Anyway, thanks for the help.
Nein, thank you, mein Freund. Und wenn es dir nichts ausmacht, I will mention this to the others. The guild should know what you have done for them.
Guild activities. You become a full-fledged member of the Blacksmiths Guild, which means you can now take on a new type of quest, guild activities. So I guess when they told us about these earlier, it was just a forewarning, but now we can do it. Okay, so we have to do particular dice games. No penalty for passing them up? Good. I don't recall what all these symbols mean, but hopefully when we hover over them they'll say Prestige 5. Are there ones now, or do we need to wait for the next day? They start from resume out? Yes, they do. So there's 2 back where we came at our place. Does not look like there's any elsewhere. Hopefully they'll keep it in the city. We got blacksmithing contracts, a donation, and a blacksmithing contract. I would hope some of them are just, like, sharpen this sword for me, Henry, and not forge this whole thing for me, Henry. Let's head and see what those contracts are, if I can just decline them, if they're going to be annoying. Hopefully it's not going to be a case of, hey, can we get some more shoes? Fuck your horseshoes. If I've got some ready-made ones, hopefully I can use those and not have to craft my own.
You silly doggy.
That's just too clear. What's this?
Hey!
What do you need?
You blacksmiths can pull teeth, is that right?
Well, yes, if needs must. But it's not a job I relish.
Please, my husband's in dreadful pain. His old gob's swollen and he won't go to the barber surgeon. He fears him like the devil fears the cross. He throws stuff at the walls and swears at me. I can't take it anymore. You must help me, blacksmith, please. I'm at my wit's end.
Good to me.
All right, I'll help him.
Thank you. And please, hurry! We live in the miners' quarter. I told my husband I was going for help, so he's waiting there. He hasn't slept all night, poor soul. He can be a right terror at times, but he's a good-hearted man otherwise.
I gotta chase him down.
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah, I see the rumours about Skoda's old forge being back in business were true.
Aye. Only it's my forge now. I'm Henry.
Ah, Master Henry. Excellent. Pleased to meet you. They call me Janacek. I live over in Bach.
And what can I do for you, Janacek?
Nothing too complicated. All I need is an ordinary hunting sword. But, you know, reliable like. No piece of junk.
All right. I'll gladly make you a hunting sword. And it won't be a piece of junk, I guarantee it.
Glad to hear it. A good hunting sword like that really comes in handy around the house. When
House?
you're done, please bring it over. I'd stop by myself, but you know how it is. Loads of work and not enough hours in the day.
Aye, I get it.
Like I said, I live in Bach, in the cottages right below St. Barbara's. I'm sure you'll find it.
Does he pay the exact cost, or are you gonna undersell me and I have to barter for him? Oh, she's the donation person. Okay, do you need money?
Do you have a moment for me?
What's it about?
Yesterday I promised the priest from St. James I'd stop by with some eggs, but I haven't been yet. Would you carry them to him, please? I've still got a heap of work around the smithy, and I don't want to keep him waiting.
Sure. I'll stop by and see him.
Thank you so much. Here you go, and be careful with them.
St. James, whereabouts is that? Oh, it's just down the road. Down the road. Whereas I shall make this hunting sword with the fella. What do I need to make a hunting sword? I need a fastening material. If he's going to sit there, I can forge it for him immediately. It's only worth 82 groschen, so I doubt it's going to go much higher, to be honest. He might just pay me the full price. I wonder if underselling it gives me more prestige, how like the fame system works. It should be a relatively quick hammer though, because it's a small weapon. What if we can tell Radovan that would join this blacksmith guild at all? Quick and simple. No issues. No issues for the tissues. Hopefully that fella's still there. Heard some walking about, but I don't know if that was just the lady. Magdalena. The saint. It's a Martin special. 71. Go a bit up from this.
Can't get any better than this.
And what's it worth? 82. Oh, he ran away. Can I meet him along the way, or do I have to go all the way where he requested? Nice, just down the way.
You have a kind master, eh, Douglas?
Good people. Did you hear?
Go! Whoa!
There he is.
Whoa!
So, I've got your sword already.
I made that hunting sword for you.
Oh, that's great news, Master. Let me see how it turned out.
It's the best it could ever be.
My word, thank you.
Only 70.
This looks like it'll last a while. Not like the last one. The fool I was. I bought it from some odd bloke below the city walls. Only he didn't look like he was from the Blacksmith's Guild. And no wonder, judging by how things turned out. I wanted to teach my lad to carve a whistle, and crack! The blade broke in two.
A whistle with a whole sword?
Well, you should really only buy products from the guild. It guarantees quality. That's why it exists.
You're right, Master. I'll remember that from now on. And thanks again for the hunting sword.
Farewell, sir.
Wonder if that's war prestige or what. Time to sleep. You can't stay for the co-op. Alrighty, Bronth. Have a good life. We'll try and have a good time, but we're batting our heads against a most recent mission.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
I wouldn't really say this is a donation. This is just helping Magdalena.
Whoa.
Got some eggs.
My respects.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Forever and ever, son. What brings you here?
I brought you eggs from Magdalena at the smithy.
Thank you, son. You must be our new blacksmith.
I'm Henry.
God bless you for taking on the renewal of that wretched place. How are you doing, anyway? Magdalena has told me a bit, but I'd like to hear more from you, too.
It couldn't be better. I was a bit worried how I'd manage with the smithy, but everything's going according to plan.
I'm glad to hear that. And have you thought yet about making a contribution for a divine cause?
What do you mean?
I'm in charge of St. James's Church. I'm trying to collect money for its construction.
Will it get constructed, though?
Box at the entrance, but we can't manage without donations from generous people like yourself.
All right. And how much do you need?
As it's written in the letter to the Corinthians, every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver.
Ah, we found
Not only
Kickstarter.
God loveth a giver. If you help with arms now and then where it's needed, people will talk about it. It'll surely come back to your smithy and guild, whether in new commissions or in God's mercy. If you'd be so kind as to make a donation, it would benefit the whole of Kuttenberg.
Do we choose? Oh, 1,000. Alright. Rank 6. Let's go pull this guy's teeth out. Fine day, fine wares.
Jugs for sale, fair prices, fine wares.
Knives. I guess we could go for that other door, not this one. Or maybe not. Hello there.
I don't want to. Leave me.
Stop, damn it.
No.
He doesn't like the dentist. Come back.
I'm sorry. You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit. Jesus.
You all right?
My tooth.
Yeah.
My tooth!
Punched it
What's
out.
with it?
It's gone! You knocked it out!
What?
You punched it out of me! It's over there!
Why? That's a stroke of luck.
Pure gold, that! Hurt like a devil it did! Thank you!
Well, you're the first man who's ever thanked me for punching him.
Alright. Can I keep it for good luck? Oh, we came to hear about the noise. Hans Plumo. Yeah, I guess so.
I've taken care of your husband. I reckon his tooth won't be hurting anymore.
I knew you'd help him. Thank you.
Just don't be startled. He might have a black eye. Or two.
He fought back, didn't he? Bloody hothead.
He fought, but he couldn't fend me off. And the tooth's gone.
You're a saint. I'll finally have some blessed peace. Here's your well-earned reward. And I'll tell everyone
60?
how handy you are.
That's quite a lot of money.
Why not? Feel free to sing my praises. I'll be daft to turn that down. But make sure you also mention I don't pull teeth with pliers. I knock them out with my fists, right?
Got it. And thanks again. God be with you, and have a pleasant
Do I want people to know that? That sounds like the worst of thing. I should be using pliers. There he goes. Not gonna say anything. So I'm gonna wash his face. Gotta guess they don't add new since they say daily. Yeah, gotta wait for the next day for the other things. Let's see what else we can buy so it doesn't look all shoddy. I want to get rid of that stuff in the front and hopefully change the bottom floor to see if that'll fix the door. Okay, I think it gave me prestige because I'm fixing the ruined areas. Yeah. Reputation gain. Take it reputation is prestige? Go with the reputation gain. actually use them to get clean. I don't know if there's a difference between that and tub, but the tub is more expensive, so I just will give that. Now smoke some food, and that's be it. Nope. The ooh. See, fix some of the interior as well. A lot more furnished. The double door's still broken though. Hey, got rid of the rubble finally. They cleaned up this room with that as well. That's laundry. I can't do anything with that yet. Hey, we've got a dice table for when we get servants, I guess. Road smokehouse. Alright, let's sleep in the bed so we can get that buffed reputation. I'd also fix this door, but the parents' room's a bit cleaner. It's just in my room.
God be with.
How's trade?
I've got the coin for you here.
Thank you very much.
160.
Take care then,
Oh.
and have a pleasant evening.
Oh, they both count as my storage. Lovely. Yes, take this off and then put my other shield there. There we go, get our own symbol. I'm gonna guess it will add a buff to our list so we can look at it. Or is it gonna be a hidden thing? Penitence. For every hour in sleep, up to 8 hours, you gain 4% bonus. Doesn't say how much of a bonus, but we did go 8, so 4 times 8 for 16, so 32 extra percent. It's a whole day, so just sleeping here is the best way to go about it. What's new? Does it get a new blacksmithing contract? What else we got? Investigation archery contest. Easy enough. Anything else out and about? No, so you don't get a chance for everything at the same day, unless they're overlapping. Doesn't seem like it. Still takes soap. Plenty of flowers for my buff, though. There's a good range of them here. I wonder if we can get an alchemy lab. I'm gonna guess not.
Well, are there any new orders for me?
Aye, aye. An old friend stopped me in the city, curious about who you are and what you've done with the place.
And what did he tell her?
The truth. What else? That you're a canny master blacksmith, and that you'll make her whatever she needs. And right away, she blurted out their horse needs a new set of village horseshoes.
No.
All right.
I'll just give you some old
She
ones.
wants horseshoes? She'll get horseshoes.
Thank you. And once you're done, please deliver.
For Manlicker? He's a guild master. Why does she want me to make horseshoes for her?
What do I know? Maybe...
Well, he has apprentices.
I haven't a clue. Maybe she...
Do I have to craft them? It says forge, so... I'm gonna guess yes, but do we have one here who do? Wanted to... Oh, you can just give them the ones you have. Lovely. I hate forging horseshoes. I just double check that it still says, yep, deliver. Far away. I'm glad I just put any horseshoes I got onto the horse. So actually, when I started gathering up the horseshoes, I don't think I ever had a quest after the fact for horseshoes. It was really annoying, but the DLC is at least added in this now, so my preparation has aided me.
Was wünscht?
In an area I'm allowed to go into.
God be with you.
Here you go.
I have those horseshoes you ordered from Magdalena.
You must be Master Henry. My, you really are handsome.
Will you take a look at these horseshoes as well, or did you just want to look at me?
I'll happily look at both. Thank you. This looks like some solid work. Mistress will be very pleased.
To be honest, I'm surprised someone from Master Manlicker's household would order horseshoes from another blacksmith.
Aye, I found it strange too. But Mistress explained it to me. The Master, his son, and the apprentices mainly make blades and other weapons. Horseshoes are, how should I put it, beneath them.
In my opinion, a good blacksmith must be able to forge everything, even horseshoes.
I'd say so too. But you know, a master swordsmith like Master Manlicher has a right to his principles. It's nobody else's business after all. You did a great job. Here's your reward, and take care of yourself, handsome.
Another lady to add to the roster. Simple enough task. And with Uprisen arriving, we've made our way through all the introductory stages of the DLC, so we can actually get into the meat and potatoes of it. Got 2 more tasks to do, but then we'll probably head up north for the proper quests. Just to find why. Curious as to if you get more of a prestige bonus if you get first place in the actual contest, or if you have to get first place. But we shall see that on Thursday. So I'm going to go make some lunch, and when we come back, we'll be doing some Aragami 2 co-op with Uprisen.